Kenya Clark TV. Today I'm going to be doing a story time about the time Luna balls got stuck in my vag. Yes, you read the title right. Luna balls / Kegel balls got stuck in my vag while I was about 6 or 7 months pregnant. Embarrassing. So let's get right into the story. Now, if you guys don't know what Kegel balls are, you really need to do your research because you need to get it tight, get it right. So while I was pregnant with my second child, I decided that I was going to use the Kegel balls because I wanted to really make sure that my pelvic floor muscle or my Kegel muscle was really strong for childbirth, because I had a C-section and I really was pushing to have a vaginal birth, and I wanted to make it as easy for myself as possible and make my recovery easy as possible. So one of the things I read online was that you could start doing Kegel exercises. It also helps for when you're laughing and you're pregnant. You don't want to be peeing all over the place, and like you sneeze, you pee a little, and that was happening. Embarrassing. That was happening to me. So when I was sneezing, sometimes I'd be like, so one of the things I decided to do was use the Kegel balls, and so I was using them probably from 4 months until that point. And while I was using them, sometimes the way how I'll insert a picture here, but the way how it works is basically you have a plastic ball, and inside of that plastic ball there's a little ball that has some weight to it so that you can really exercise that muscle. And on the end of the ball there's a string. So I put the ball up, going about my day-to-day, and while you're going on your day-to-day, you're walking and things, your body will recognize that foreign object, or your body will recognize that something's trying to come out and then suck it back in. So you don't really have to think. It's something that you don't have to think about. Your body should just be normally contracting to the ball throughout your day. So I'm walking, doing my stuff, go to work, get back home, take a shower, go to sleep. Next day I wake up, walking around, get to work. And while I'm walking on my break, and because I'm big, I'm 6 or 7 months pregnant, I'm waddling. And while I'm waddling, I hear a swoop, swoop, or I feel like a zoom, zoom in my vag area. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I walking again, waddle, waddle, and I boom, boom. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, oh shit, it's the Kegel ball. So because it was in there all day, and I'm pretty positive you're supposed to take it out, and that's what I normally do. I would take it out, wash it, leave it out for the night, and then put it back in. So I'm like, shit, I left this fucking thing in all fucking night. Let me take it out. And I'm like, okay, let me just go to the bathroom, take it out, wash it, wash my hands, and then just drop it in my purse. And yeah, I was gonna do all of this shit at work. I didn't give a fuck, because I was like, no, this Kegel ball needs to get out because it shouldn't be up there that long. So I get to the bathroom at work, and I'm like standing there, and mind you, like I said, I'm pregnant, so I'm like waddling and hunched over, not over the toilet seat, but right in front of the toilet seat, trying to just push this thing out. As I'm pushing, nothing's coming out. So I'm pushing because the string now is also lodged in my vag with the ball. So I'll usually use the string and just pull it out with the string, like hook your finger in the string and pop that bad boy out. But the string's gone because it's been in there for too long and I can't find the string. So I'm trying to push it, and I see I can feel the ball because I can't see it. My belly is massive. And I can't see the string. I can't feel the string. The string is nowhere to be found. So I'm like, just feeling to see if I feel the string fall out. Nothing falls out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go and wash my hands, be done with this, and try again when I get home. So now I get home, I get my trusty mirror, and I'm pushing it while I'm looking down. So I'm looking, trying to see if I can see the string while I'm pushing it, and I can see the little glimpse of the ball, and I'm pushing, nothing's coming out. I'm like, okay. I go out to the living room, I get on my exercise ball, start bouncing on my exercise ball, hoping that gravity will help it push itself out, or at least help it get closer to the opening of your vag. And I'm pushing, I'm like jumping on bouncing on the bouncy ball, go back into the bathroom after 5 minutes, push again. The ball looks like it's coming out a little bit more. I don't know if it was just me or if it was actually coming out a little bit more, but okay, trying. Basically, after an hour and a half, I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. I go online and see what you're supposed to do if they get stuck. And this apparently happens to lots of people where it's in there and it just won't, you really just can't get it out. And one of the things I was trying to do is just put my 2 fingers up there and pull the ball out, but it was just too painful for me. Yeah, I wasn't here for it. So, well, it wasn't pain, it was more discomfort, and I just wasn't here for it. But anywho, go online, read, and it says that you should go to the doctor's office. So, mind you, by this time I finished work late, so by the time I actually got to the doctor's office, it was 9:30. Doctor's office closes at 10. Doctor's there, boom, I see the doctor. He's like old as F, like old AF as fuck. And I'm like, okay, well, I have Kegel balls stuck in my vag. He's like, Kegel balls stuck in your vag? I was like, yeah. He's like, Kegel balls and vag. So you can tell he wasn't up to the time on what was popping. So I was like, okay, so I have Kegel balls, which are exercise balls to exercise your Kegel muscle, stuck in my vagina. And he's like, oh, let me just go get the nurse. So he leaves, goes and gets the nurse, then comes back in and he's like, oh, well, starts putting on the gloves, is like, I don't know if I could do this here. So why was it in there? And I'm like, you've never heard of Kegel balls before? Mind you, he's ancient, so he probably hasn't even heard of Twitter before. So he's like, no. So I'm like, okay, well, it's almost there. I just need help getting it out. And my boyfriend didn't feel comfortable helping me take it out. Can you help me take it out? Basically. And he's like, sure, let's put on the gloves. Let's get started. Wait, how pregnant are you again? Nigga. I'm 6 or 7 months pregnant at the time, right? So I'm like, blah, blah, like 7 months pregnant. He's like, okay, you know, I'm not feeling comfortable about this. I think you should go to the emergency room. I was like, but you didn't try. No, I think you should go to the emergency room because you're pregnant. I don't want to try and then something happens. Yeah, you should go to the emergency room. So now I'm like, fuck me. Now I have to go wait in the fucking emergency room to get these Kegel balls out. It's probably going to take me a lifetime and fucking half. So I decide to try one more time at the clinic bathroom. So I'm pushing, and then I touch the vag opening where the ball is, because you could see some of the ball coming out, and then by the grace of God, I find the string. So I hook my finger on the string, pop it out, and I'm like, thank you, Jesus. And I decided for the rest of my pregnancy that I was not going to use those fucking Kegel balls, because I was not going to have one of them get stuck up there again, because it was just too much. It was too embarrassing. I was like, who wants to do this every time? Like, because it was happening to me. Literally, the string was getting lost up in my vag every single time I put them in. But because I'm a strong believer in having strong Kegel muscles, well, no, I won't do it. Kegel muscles. Okay, anyways, strong believer in having strong Kegel muscles. I do it now, and I haven't had any problems since. So, fingers crossed, wish me luck. So, that's the end of my story time. So, if anybody else has ever tried using Kegel muscles, or the Kegel balls, Luna balls, and you've had a horror story like mine, which is not too bad, it's more of a funny story, not too bad, but if this has ever happened to you, put a comment below and let me know what you did, because I'm still using them, and if this happens again, I need some ideas on how to get it out that do not involve going to the emergency room. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.